And that was a. I'm glad the second quarter was a lot better than the first quarter. That's what I'll say. Bulls definitely came around in the second quarter of that half. First quarter was not looking pretty for us. The fact that we shot as horribly as what we did. I think Zach LaVine was like 1 for 5 at one point, and we only were down by 6 was amazing. But I mean, the Bulls came along. The fact of the matter is that the Bulls start shooting better than what they did. This game's over with pretty easily. Honestly, the Bulls are playing great defense. Their shots just aren't falling at all, and that's what's causing them the most trouble. My opinion is basically their shots not falling. It started coming around in that second quarter, so hopefully they keep that momentum going. We got 15 points from DeMar DeRozan in the first half, 5 from Derrick Jones Jr., 7 from Vooch, only 3 from Lonzo Ball, who's 1 for 5, and then 7 from Zach LaVine. We already have more points than what we had off the bench last game. That's mainly because Kobe White's on the bench, but we got 3 from Troy Brown Jr., 2 from Kobe, 3 from Io. Should be 4 from Kobe, but they waved that one off. Kobe's getting some good looks, not really knocking him down quite as yet right now. But the bench has some good momentum. Only 3 deep into the bench right now. Surprised we haven't seen Alfonso McKinney so far. I'm sure that'll come along at some point. It's going to be interesting to see who gets off the bench first between him and Jordan Bell, depending on the size. But overall, considering all things and how badly the Bulls have shot the ball so far, only 38% so far overall field goal percentage, 33% from 3. You expect that to come up more toward their season average. If it does, this game's over with. So that's what it comes down to. Let's go to Nick Tyler. Super sloppy. Yep, definitely sloppy half. Definitely sloppy half. Cold shooting from Blah. Yep, that's definitely the case. But we wrap it up like a burrito mid-third. No doubt. The Bulls don't need to have a down third quarter. Let's. You're right. That can definitely happen. That's what needs to happen. Jack is Truths Up fan. What's going on, Jack? Good to see Zoe impact on defense. Yes, it's good to see Zoe out there for sure. Shots not falling, but still the game in Bulls Nation. Yep, for sure. We're still in the game. Why are we shooting a 3 on every possession? I don't know. The thing is, too, is that the ball movement, like they're moving the ball, but it seems like they're moving it like players are moving a little bit slow out there. I don't know what that is. I thought Kobe started. Nope, Kobe did not start this game. Kobe's been coming off the bench. Derrick Jones Jr. started and Lonzo started this game, which put Kobe back to the bench. That Kobe spin move at the start of the second. Listen, Kobe, I'm telling you, Kobe's confidence is growing. He's out there again, making plays on defense and making, his shot isn't falling yet, but Kobe got some moves, and as Kobe's confidence build, we're going to keep seeing a lot of him. CBC, let's go. What's going on, Rick Fernandez? Defense is helping with that bet. Listen, the defense is the only reason that and Magic haven't shot the ball good either. Let's keep that in mind too. They shot 36% in the first half, whereas we shot 38%. But if they were shooting a more effective field goal percentage, this game would look very different too. So luckily they had a down shooting night as well. But that's because our defense is doing pretty good. Yeah, the spin move was clean. Julie in the building. Hey, Haize. Wear and tear of the previous week. They have 3 days off after this one. Yeah, and on my video tomorrow, I'll be breaking down because for those who haven't seen it, the NBA has rescheduled the postponed games, and some of the rescheduling there is questionable. Like now, where we had space before our Brooklyn game, the Brooklyn game is now back to back. I can't remember what team. They also rescheduled a game that was for again. For anyone who has any conspiracy theories for how the NBA is handling the Bulls, it just proves it more and more all the time. Like, why would you turn a game that was already between Dallas, right, and Brooklyn and add a game between that to make that a back-to-back? That's and now on top of that, the fact that we're going to be missing Javonte Green in that game too, man, that's just people were trying to push the narrative that Kobe and Io couldn't exist, and today we got to see Kobe and Io put out some good minutes out there together sometimes. Like, again, not always, but again, that whole narrative of it's either going to be Kobe or Io, don't fall into that at all. And I broke that down on a couple of videos on why that's not true. It's so good having Lonzo back. The ball movement is looking pretty good. Even Troy Brown is swinging the rock out there. That's what they need to do, man. That is what they need to do. Shots not going in, but I sense a huge run because we ended the first half. And we went on a run there, too. We got the lead up to 8 at one point. So, yeah. I mean, we would have had a lead of 8 going into the half if he didn't hit that 3 right before. McKinney and McClung after – listen, McClung is not going to get minutes unless it's like, I understand, I know the highlights and everything, but this McClung thing, he's not going to get minutes on this team if all our guards are healthy like they are. McKinney will definitely see. We'll definitely see. It feels like the Bulls are about to take off. It does have that feeling, right? It has a feeling they're getting their groove back. Hopefully they shoot a better percentage. Say my name. You've missed a lot, man. You missed a lot, but, the Bulls are winning. I truly believe Lonzo's the motor of this team. Definitely not the best player, but gels this team together and speeds up the tempo on offense. He's definitely. I think that's a fair assessment. Like, there is a different type of feel when Lonzo Ball's out there. And because of his Swiss Army knife-like nature, he does make a lot of things differently out there. Finished the half with some juice, just needed it to carry over. Defensive effort was solid enough to win with a strong run. Yep, for sure. Caruso and Lonzo. Oh, I didn't read what you're commenting to. Alfonso McKinney minutes needed. We'll see. I love to see McKinney tonight. Probably won't. No, I think there's a good chance that you're going to see McKinney tonight. Keep in mind, the Bulls have only gone 3 deep in the bench. They've gone with Troy Brown Jr., Kobe White, and Ayo Dosunmu. But with that being said, if at any point they need some size, which, the Magic don't have a lot. Let me not say they don't. But I think it's pretty safe to say we'll see some McKinney tonight. How much? Depends. Potential unpopular opinion, but Troy Brown Jr. has actually been doing a good job filling in what AC did for us. He doesn't do it as well as AC, but he's definitely been really good for us. He's had good to great stretches. I can't say that I've seen a full game in which I feel like Troy Brown has done good like AC would, but I get what you're saying with that one. It's annoying that we're only 8 deep with all this talent on the bench. Listen, no, we have a lot of names on the bench. I wouldn't say we have have a lot of talent on the bench. Jordan Bell isn't that good. Let's just be real. He can give you some spot minutes. He isn't that good, period. As far as Dotson, he had a couple of good games for us. McClung isn't going to get minutes. Matt Thomas, a veteran presence, but with everybody back, with who we have back, we'll probably see a little bit of him. McKinney, like, I think people forget that before the Houston Rockets game, McKinney had a PER of 9. He shot like 20% in the games before that Rockets game. A lot of the positive stats that we have from us that he has for us is just in that Rockets game. Now, I would still like to see him, but I think people forget that a little bit. Low scoring game for sure. James Jameson, the back-to-back with Tor. Yeah, it is with Toronto. You're right. Pistons is the game before Brooklyn, and yeah, I feel like the NBA is trying to sabotage us. Listen, they do some shit that's just fucking crazy. The flow of the game by the Bulls is different with Lonzo out there for sure. Don't forget, guys, let me know when the game is back on. I need more of Petty Roosevelt. Petty Roosevelt makes his appearances when Petty Roosevelt is needed, but you guys will see. I got some stuff in the works that you guys really seem to like that Petty Roosevelt video earlier, so I'll bring it back when needed, right? I don't want to go to it too much to the well, but I'll definitely bring it out when needed, when appropriate. I got a custom Derrick Rose jersey, the City Edition for Christmas. Well, shout out to you, bro. That's nice. And that sounded condescending. I don't mean that condescending at all. I just mean like that's nice that you got a custom Derrick Rose jersey made for that. Prediction: Vooch is going to start hitting assists and end up with a triple-double. I don't know about a triple-double in this game, but we'll see. He's been close to it a couple of times. NBA praying for a downfall with these rescheduled games. Listen, the NBA, I'm telling you, like, and this isn't even a conspiracy theory. The fact that the number one team in the East has no televised games until the 12th against Brooklyn is our next televised game, and then after that we don't have like another televised game for God knows how long. Like, believe me, the NBA is all about making money, right? And when a team is doing that good and not on national TV, they realize that they are losing a lot of money. Now, my personal thing is I expected them to, on some of the rescheduled games, to probably try to throw in to see if they can get it nationally televised. It's not going to happen. The Bulls have let's see. They have 7 nationally televised games from now to the end of the season. We're not even halfway through the season. That's ridiculous. Man. Ridiculous. Ooh, this is a good comparison. Lonzo is like our Draymond for the Warriors. I actually like that comparison a lot. Not in the play style, but I get what you mean and how they play. Don't forget, guys, let me know when the game is back on. Hey, from Australia, what's going on? Thank you for joining us. I don't know what time it is there, but you're definitely putting in some work. Stacey commentary be like, oh, and I still love it. I think it's the Stacey King affair. Listen, because it's genuine. Like, you get that Stacey King, when he's out there in those reactions, that is genuinely him. And that makes you, even when it's kind of corny, it makes you just appreciate it that much more. Haize, NBA added a game to our schedule on January 11th. We now have 2 back-to-back in 5 days. It's fucking crazy, man. Petty Roosevelt vid on the rescheduled games for sure. No. I'm not going to bring it out for that. I'm not going to bring it out for now. During a regular video, I may go a little bit into Petty Roosevelt, but a whole Petty Roosevelt video is going to have to come out for something very, very special. Like, I have like this video pre-cut already for when Chris Broussard, if he ever backtracks on his statement on the Bulls. Oh my Lanta, the clips and the video you guys are gonna get when that happens is, I can just say right now, easily that video is gonna get 10,000 views. This was the fastest first half in history. It feels like definitely. I know the game's back on. I only have a couple more comments to make it through. I'm gonna make it through these. I'm gonna go ahead and go. Do you think the conversation, and it depends on what you look like, what you're talking about with content creators, like not the mainstream, a lot of them are talking about the Bulls. That's why I don't really go to mainstream media and look for it anymore. We didn't even get coverage from the media after our crazy weekend. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Say my name. Waking up at 4 a.m. expecting the Bulls to be 109 points by the half is definitely a low-scoring game for sure. For sure. Did you see Matt Barnes on ESPN today? Absolutely did, and he's been pretty positive on the Bulls, and there's been a few, right? The whole national media isn't down on the Bulls. It's just it's how some people have came out with so much vitriol against the Bulls, and now they're backing down from it. All right, last comment. Julius Gaines back on. All right, I'll see you guys here right after game for the after show. I love you guys.